Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Days, me once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. I am back for more movie reviews. Do not worry, the cooking videos, they didn't take over my channel, though none of you really seem to be complaining about it, so I don't really feel like it matters. I could change things up and just make this a cooking video channel, but I'm not going to do that. Specifically, this channel is for talking about media. And those cooking videos I do based off of certain medias, but whatever. I'm back after 2 weeks of not doing movie reviews, but still doing videos. But anyways, this time I'm going to be talking about Bad Boys: Ride or Die. This is a movie I knew was coming out, but I just didn't know when. There have been a lot of movies coming out this year that I knew were coming out, but didn't know when, but didn't realize they were coming out so soon. So this is another one of those types of movies. But anyways, we see the return of Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. I should probably bring this up. It's nice to know that Will Smith is still going to be doing movies after that incident that happened 2 years ago. Man, was it really 2 years ago? Wow. Hey, at least 2 years later, he's still doing stuff on the big screen. Marcus Burnett and Mike Lowrey, being, of course, the famous, cop duo that they are, run into a crime scene, and pretty much they're blamed for it, and now they're on the run, as this is sort of like a fugitive-ish story, but of course they have to uncover the real culprit of who has been convicting the crime that they ended up running into. So I didn't really care much about, what the story was going to be like, because I knew that was not going to be the important thing, because this is Bad Boys. The Bad Boys movies are about Will Smith and Martin Lawrence being badasses and, being a great duo. And right here, just like in the previous movies, they are great. When Bad Boys for Life came out, it's been years since Will Smith and Martin Lawrence were in another Bad Boys movie, and they proved themselves that they still managed to have great chemistry and never losing their touch a single bit. And they proved that again here. And in terms of the Bad Boys movies, I think they're fun movies. My least favorite is the second one, but I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's just alright. I do think For Life is a lot better than that film. In fact, I still consider that to be the best. I do think it's still a little bit better than this movie, but there are some times where I do like it just as much as Bad Boys for Life. Their chemistry together in these movies is probably the movie's strongest points. Like, if they just completely removed them from the film and recasted them, then the movie would be far less enjoyable and would just feel pretty dull and weak. And when it comes to the humor is still there, and I feel like when it comes to the comedy, most of it is delivered from Martin Lawrence as Marcus, because there is a time in the movie where he believes that he is some sort of god, as he has quite a bit of health issues going on, as he is addicted to junk food. Probably not as much as the main character in the last movie I reviewed, obviously, but it's pretty much something that happens in the movie, and he's forced to go on a diet, but that's not really the main point. Like, it's not really having anything to do with that. There are times where he feels like he has some sort of power. And there is a point near the beginning of the film that's kind of similar to what happened in the beginning of Bad Boys for Life, which I'm not going to spoil, but something happens to a specific character, and something happens to a specific character here. If you've seen if you've seen Bad Boys for Life, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, the weaker aspects of the movie are definitely the storyline, as I do feel like it does tend to get pretty predictable, but I feel like this is the type of action movie where you just came for some good action. Just like with films coming out this year like Beekeeper, it does feel predictable. But honestly, because it has so much action and the chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence has been good throughout all these years, and still proves that it's still very strong, even with another installment which didn't feel necessary. I just like, despite the fact that this is a franchise that doesn't need to continue on, it's nice to know that they're not just trying to, with each installment, they're not just trying to build up something like, oh, by the end of the movie, it leads open to more films, because who knows how well this movie might do, as we might get more films, but I don't know, because it hasn't been a good year for movies in terms of, the box office numbers, which, by the way, really, guys, you didn't see Furiosa? Like, that movie was awesome. It was a blast, and I'm really disappointed with you guys. That movie was amazing. Just like, and really, guys, you let Garfield take the top spot the weekend after. people will see what they want to see. But, bottom line is, despite the fact that I didn't really expect anything groundbreaking, like, oh my god, this is so powerful, the rich story, the deep emotion that this film captures, it's just, oh my god, it is an absolute work of art. I did not expect that at all. All that I expected was Martin Lawrence and Will Smith doing what they do best in these movies, just being a great duo, having really good chemistry together, and just having a blast. And by blast, I mean just firing off, at bad guys. And there is a really strong shootout scene that it will definitely please the crowd. And in the end, guys, Bad Boys Ride or Die is what I expected. When it comes to these movies, they give me what I expect. Just don't expect a whole lot. Just expect a good cast having fun, because it feels like they're definitely having fun with these movies, because they definitely have a lot of chemistry together in terms of its humor. I feel like Martin Lawrence definitely steals the show when it comes to these movies, but Will Smith is also really good as well. So yeah, if you were a fan of the last movie, then chances are you will have a blast with this one. I had myself a pretty fun time, just like I did with the last movie, and I can pretty much say it is somewhat worth the ride, minus the die. Well, I don't really have a whole lot more to say, but yeah, I can say it's worth a recommendation. It was kind of packed when I went to go see it, but I wouldn't get my hopes up, because movies are, no matter how good they are, they're kind of struggling this year, and well, I really hope that changes. But hey, my expectations are low. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.